Mike, Malafunkshun G'd up from the feet up. That's right, I got my Guam shoes, my Guam shirt, shout out to anywhere. Biba Mes Chamorro. And we're down here in beautiful, historic Inalahan at Gef Pago, where they do daily tours and tell you all about the indigenous practices of long ago, some of which I'd love to see reinstituted today. And one of the things that I find so amazing is the coconut tree. If you really think about it, the coconut tree is what the ancient Chamorros called the tree of life because it had so many uses. So let's go with Saina Cutlass Paulino and find out all about the coconut tree and its many uses here at beautiful Gef Pago.
Boys and girls, I like to talk about three things in this hut here. Let me talk about the process of making coconut candy first. And the recipe is 1 cup of sugar and 2 cups of grated coconut. When you pick the coconut, especially the coconut that just freshly dropped from the coconut tree, you pick it up and you shake it, and you could hear juice inside. Could everybody hear? That means the coconut is about 100% good. I'm going to husk this coconut. Grating the coconut, you start from the outside and then you work your way in.
And we used to do this growing up all the time, whether to make chicken kelaguen. Traditionally, the men will husk the coconut, then the ladies will kamzu, because it looks really nice when the ladies straddling that kamzu.
働けるとこで。あ、そうそうそうそうそう。あ、そうそう。上から下。あ、下から上下。うん、意外と削れるいっぱい。音が違う。
And this really is like the tree of life because like Sina said, every part of the tree they use, and from this you can make coconut oil, coconut milk, coconut candy.
Now that we're done grating the coconut, your fire is going on and you have your cooking pot there, your cooking spoon. The first thing you do, you pour your sugar in and keep stirring it. You don't want to burn your sugar. You're caramelizing the sugar. When you see that it's completely melted, it's time for you to pour your 2 cups grated coconut into the pot and continue stirring it. How do you know that the coconut candy is cooked? When it turns to a golden brown, it condenses and turns to a golden brown. This is the product actually that we produce from the kitchen. We're not really allowed to cook outside, so everything is done in the kitchen. Sir? Coconut candy. By the way, we call coconut candy in Chamorro bukazu.
And now let's boka the bukazu. And growing up, we used to always eat this down in Malessa, and then all my relatives, they always had their own different recipes. Some of my uncles would add like cocoa powder and more sugar. Some of my aunties would put like butter in it. But just 2 simple ingredients, sugar and coconut. And just so much flavor. Nowadays, you look at the ingredients of any candy you buy in any store, and there's about 40 to 50 ingredients. And this is so simple, so good.
This is coconut oil. And this jar is about 5 ounces. If I have to make coconut oil and fill this with coconut oil, I need a number of coconut, between 5 to 6 coconuts. Boys and girls, you have to use both of your hands. You already put the water, then you have to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. You're extracting the coconut milk, and then you grab a handful to the second pot and you squeeze again. You continue with this process for several times. When you're done with that, you have to cook the coconut milk. Once it starts to boil, you just have to wait longer. And then you will notice that the oil starts to surface to the top. So you get your ladle and start to skim the oil to the 3rd pot. When you're done with that, you have to cook it. It will make a bubbling sound. And when all the water evaporates and only pure coconut oil is simmered down, and that means that the coconut is pure. You remove it from the stove and let it cool. I want to talk about a rice culture. We call this katupat. This is made of coconut leaf, and we put some of the rice inside, and then we boil it. Long time ago, they used this, back in the 40s, like going out for many hours. They make something like this and they take it with them, like going fishing, going to the farm, going hunting.
So that's almost like ancient Chamorro Tupperware, huh?
Try it?
Yep, I will. Sinai, I gave up rice for Lent, but this is all right because we're promoting the Chamorro culture. Tastes so good, I miss you, rice.
When you cook this, it could last up to 2 days. Steamed rice at home, it will get spoiled. If it's not on warm, it will get spoiled after 8 hours. But this one, when they cook it, they usually hang it to air dry it. Katupat.
And that gets rid of all the moisture.
Right, yeah.
Right.